So members of the press, thank you so much. You're welcome to this briefing, and sorry for delaying you. Honorable Secretary General, we wish to recognize your presence. We wish to recognize the presence of Honorable Mwila, who is a member of the Central Committee. We wish to recognize the presence of Comrade Kenneth Kamba, who is our provincial chairman from Lusaka, and we wish to recognize the presence of all the leaders who are here. Honorable Secretary General, the floor is yours to address the nation. Thank you so much.
Honorable Mwila, member of the Central Committee of our party, the provincial chairman from Lusaka, Director Media, the press, good morning everyone. We wish to welcome you to this press conference today. And we wish to state that Zambia is a renowned democracy in the region, and our duty as a party in government is to continue to entrench and grow democracy in Zambia. The Electoral Commission of Zambia is the only institution mandated by the Constitution to report and announce official results. With that said, we wish to disclose that we have a very effective parallel voter tabulation (PVT) implemented in this election. We have PVT results from almost all polling stations except those in Northwestern Province, Southern Province, and Western Provinces. The results shows that there has been a huge turnout in these elections, especially our strongholds, Lusaka, Wapula, Mchinga, Northern and Eastern provinces. We have also done considerably well in Lusaka and Copperbelt, but not to our satisfaction. Sum total of all these results show clear lead in the presidential vote in favor of our candidate, His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagrin. We are extremely confident that we shall carry the day. The public may wish to know that our election monitors were chased and brutally beaten across Northwestern Province, Western and Southern provinces. Further, our members of the Central Committee, Honorable Jackson Kungo, was murdered in Bwezi by a mob led by identified UPND thugs. Also, our party members and party agents in Choma were brutally beaten and left for dead. They are admitted in Choma General Hospital. In a related development, our candidate in Matero constituency, Honorable Mao Sampa, was stabbed and members of his entourage hacked with bangers. The victims are admitted to the University Teaching Hospital. For this reason, we have written a letter of complaints to the Electoral Commission of Zambia about the lack of integrity and credibility of these results in Northwestern, Western, and Southern province. Once again, may I say that our members should be confident that our candidate, His Excellency President Edgar Lungu, will carry the day. Further, they must maintain peace and wait for official results from the Electoral Commission of Zambia. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Secretary General. Honorable, give me you can ask questions. The Secretary General and General for giving me that you are free to chip in. Yes, Comrade, sir.
Yes, just wanted to find out, has the party made any follow-ups? Those people who were allegedly being called yesterday for being accused of found with already pre-marked papers. What has the party said on that? Have you made any follow-up with those people?
Yesterday, there was a television article which featured the spokesperson of Zambia Police. And I'm sure that all citizens who watched that clip got the information from the Zambia Police, who said in all the cases where there were accusations of people, members of the public, carrying pre-marked ballot papers, or ballot papers at all, were all false. There was not a single ballot paper, whether marked or unmarked, which was found in wrong hands throughout the elections. Not a single one. That lady who was speaking on television, the spokesperson of the police, actually gave an example of Kungo. She said the body of Kungo was searched by the police. His vehicle was searched, and they did not find any ballot paper. What we have to say is that this was predetermined. It was orchestrated deliberately to cause reason for attacking innocent members of the Patriotic Front. And the reason for this is a reason that we've been giving all the time. We've been saying that the violence that has been associated with this election campaign was purely to intimidate, to create fear in the voting citizens, to create fear in the polling agents of the Patriotic Front. That was the reason for this. There was not a single ballot paper. And we leave it to those who caused all this mayhem to adduce evidence that they found any one ballot paper. As far as we're concerned, the police vindicated all those people who were falsely accused. Life was lost yesterday. Not because anyone did wrong. The blood of Kungo is crying to the Lord, innocently murdered for exercising his right of association, for exercising his right to defend his political party. Kungo is no more. And the accusers accused him of having ballot papers, which ended up being false. So my dear countrymen and women, all those accusations were purely and squarely false, and the people who were accusing also knew that they were false. Councillor for Chilenje Ward was prevented from entering a polling station to go and check his votes on accusation that he had ballot papers. And the young man didn't even have any paper on him whatsoever. So it is false. No one was found with any ballot paper. And I put it to the UPND. They must produce those ballot papers to prove that they were justified to murder our people, to stop our people from acting their function as polling agents. Like SG said, we have run a PVT system, and he indicated that the only places where we don't have sufficient information is southern, western, and northwestern. Why is that? It is because our polling agents were systematically removed from polling stations. And the information that is reaching the Secretariat is that, as the case was in Western Province, these incidences happened between 10 and 12 hours. They happened in various polling stations at the same time to overwhelm the police. And that's the reason why the police did not take sufficient action to protect our people. One of our polling agents was tied against a tree in Kalumwangi and left there until the end of the counting of ballot papers. Did he have a ballot paper on him? No. Miles Sampa was hacked yesterday, his bodyguard was hacked, and yet they didn't have any ballot papers on them. So, my dear countrymen and women, it was a hoax. A hoax to justify murdering people.
Thank you. Yes, Comrade Ephraim. Then I can't see properly.
The idea.
Oh, there's a lady. Oh, so we'll start with Mrs. Mwanza.
Okay, favorite from KFM and QTV. I just wanted to find out, looking at the provinces where you indicated that you've done well, are they going to guarantee you a 50%, 50 plus 1?
First, we have said that, all of us are aware that we have 10 provinces. And we have our strongholds. Chinga, we have close to 400,000 voters. Wapula has more than 500,000 voters. Northern Province has more than 500,000 voters. And then Eastern Province has 835. Do the mathematics, it's more than 2 million voters. Then we have Lusaka, we have Copperbelt. That's where our strength lies. Of course, with Central Province. So we are very confident.
SG, the attacks on members of the Patriotic Front tend to have this guerrilla type of attack, they hit and run. Do you think this is a well thought out plan for violence to actually change the outcome of the election?
I think you're very right, and I'm sure as many Zambians have, like you, noticed that these attacks were not spontaneous. They were well planned. These attacks were predetermined. Why is that? You will see that the people who are being accused are all well-known members of the Patriotic Front. Congo was our provincial chairman, well-known personality. No one in Western Province would claim not to have known that Congo is provincial chairman of the Patriotic Front. Miles Sampa in Matero is a well-known member of the Patriotic Front. No one can claim that they didn't know that this is Miles Sampa. The others who were attacked in Southern Province are well-known members of the Patriotic Front. And you're right, these were acts of hit and run. Fortunately, God always has a way of ensuring that his blood is protected. This is the reason why the fellows who attacked Miles Sampa were arrested. And we shall wait for them to go to police and in court and adduce evidence that they were justified to attack Miles Sampa, that he was tampering with the elections. In many other places, like I mentioned, the people who were attacking our polling agents were intimidating them, and after intimidating them, taking off. That's what they were doing. So it was well orchestrated. Why was it that these incidences were happening at almost the same time across the country? In Western Province, it was between 12 and 14, same time. So they were well planned.
Good morning, Esther.
Yes.
And Honorable Member.
Morning.
President Ahmed Banda from QFM Radio. I want to get your honest opinion on the corruption provision that has been witnessed since yesterday. How do you make of such kind of
Can you come again?
documents? I wanted to get your opinion or your views over the interruption in internet provision that was witnessed from yesterday to today. What do you make of that?
I was discussing this a little while back with the Secretary General when we were waiting for the statement that SG was reading. And we looked at each other and asked, why is the internet off? And all of us were at a loss. We also don't understand why there is a disruption. And I think that Zicta may be the best to explain why the internet is off. At least for us, the four of us, we're not aware of the reasons why the internet is off. And I'm sure that Zicta will be able to answer that.
The last one.
Were there any frantic efforts to engage Zicta as already started to ensure that, because I'm sure that at some point the party might also be affected with regards to voter tabulation.
Not now.
So has there any been
Not now, because we are monitoring how the votes are being counted. So once they finish, then that's when we can engage them. But as at now, there is no need. Yes.
The UPND are claiming to have baselessly entered the bedroom which are strongholds. And according to them, their PVT showing that their numbers are very close to yours. But while you are claiming to say your polling agents have been tampered with in their strongholds. Yeah. So I'd like to find out, where are you getting the confidence to say you're winning the elections?
Did you listen carefully, Madam, to the statement by the Secretary General?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
He said, we have got a very credible PVT.
Yes.
And the results from those areas where we've got them show that our candidate is leading comfortably. And he also gave you the numbers across those areas. And in those areas where our agents were thrown out, we haven't got credible information yet, because our agents were thrown out of those polling stations. That notwithstanding, we are still comfortable in all those areas where we had polling agents. And also, by the way, I have to clarify that even in some parts of those areas where we are comfortable, where our agents were thrown out, fortunately, we had people on standby who were sending us credible results. I hope that makes it clear.
And she knows that in all the 4 provinces, they haven't won any constituency. Oh, you're not aware of it.
Let me ask the one who has not asked, so we can have 2 last questions so that our senior leaders can attend to other critical matters. Yes, comrade from Diamond TV.
Good morning to the distinguished panel. Mine is very brief, emanating from the press briefing that the UPND Alliance just had, where they made an assertion that so far the results which are coming in are indicating that the people of Zambia are tired and that you are losing. So I just want to get your reaction, adding to what you have said.
First and foremost, as we are saying, we are very confident that we are going to win this election. That is coming from ourselves, because we are monitoring all the centers because we have the PVT. I don't know where they are monitoring their elections. I can't speak for them. So Electoral Commission of Zambia, they are the ones who are mandated to announce initial results. Not any other person. I haven't announced results yet. You the same?
Yes, the right and to his question.
Gentlemen, sorry, sir. I will have to ask the one who has not asked the question, and to be our last question. Thank you so much.
Yes, you mentioned that, of course, you are so confident that you are going to win the elections, but in case the results do not turn into your favor, are you going to accept it?
We don't expect that.
But in case the results do not turn...
We are not thinking about
That's a very good answer, Secretary. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, members of the press. Thank you, boss. We are not even thinking of that.